Engineer First Class Kickstal had stopped counting the hours. The Renovian transport ship Prophet's Edge had suffered a catastrophic reactor failure 3 days ago, stranding them in the dead zone between star systems. The crew had abandoned ship in the only working escape pod, leaving Kickstal behind because his species, the low-caste Threnodidae, weren't worth the oxygen allocation. Economic decision, Captain Vren had said with cold efficiency. Your family will receive standard compensation. Now Kickstal floated in the dying ship's bridge, his chitinous exoskeleton clicking softly as his body temperature dropped. Life support was failing. His distress beacon transmitted uselessly into the void. No one came to the dead zone. It was weeks from any trade route, months from the nearest inhabited system. He had accepted his fate when the proximity alarm chirped. Kickstal's compound eyes focused on the sensor display. A ship. Impossibly, a ship was approaching. He pulled himself to the communications console with his last reserves of strength. The identifier made his heart sink. UESS Wanderer, Earth Merchant Marine. Humans. The galaxy's wild cards. Unpredictable, often dangerous, and notoriously difficult to negotiate with. But what choice did he have? This is Engineer Kickstal of the Prophet's Edge, he transmitted weakly. Life support critical. I have nothing to offer in trade, but... Shut up and sit tight, buddy, a cheerful voice interrupted. We're coming to get you. Within the hour, Kickstal heard the grinding of metal as the human ship docked with his derelict vessel. The airlock hissed open, and 2 humans in EVA suits pushed through, one tall and dark-skinned, the other short with bright orange hair. Hey there, the shorter one said, her voice warm. I'm Chen, this is Kowalski. Let's get you out of this freezer. They didn't ask for payment. Didn't demand his cargo manifest or check his species' credit rating. They simply wrapped him in a thermal blanket and guided him through the airlock with gentle efficiency. The Wanderer's medical bay was unlike anything Kickstal had seen on Renovian ships. It was cluttered, lived in, with strange plants growing in containers and pictures plastered on the walls, images of smiling faces, sunsets, creatures called dogs. Why? Kickstal finally asked as Chen treated his hypothermia. Why risk your ship for someone you don't know? I'm low caste. Worthless by galactic economics. My own crew left me. Chen paused, her expression darkening. Yeah, we intercepted their pod. Had some choice words for your captain. She met his eyes. Listen, I don't know how things work in your society, but humans have this weird quirk, we think every life has value. Crazy, right? Kowalski appeared with a steaming cup of something that smelled incredible. Cocoa, he explained. It's chocolate. You can digest it, I checked your species biology. Drink up. Over the next few hours, Kickstal learned the Wanderer wasn't just a merchant ship. It was a family vessel, 3 generations of the Chen family who'd been plying the space lanes for decades. They detoured constantly to answer distress calls, regardless of profit. Doesn't that hurt your business? Kickstal asked. Captain Chen, the grandmother, laughed from the bridge. Son, we make enough to live. The rest? The rest is being able to sleep at night. Can't put a price on that. When they reached the nearest station, Kickstal tried to offer his services as payment. Captain Chen refused. Pay it forward, she said simply. Next time you see someone who needs help, you help them. That's the only currency we accept. As the Wanderer departed, Kickstal watched through the viewport, his worldview fundamentally shaken. The galaxy called humans unpredictable, dangerous, irrational. They were right. Humans were dangerous, to every cruel system that said some lives mattered less than others. They were irrational, because they valued compassion over profit. And unpredictable? Only if you believed kindness was extinct. Kickstal activated his personal comm. He had calls to make, systems to challenge, and a human philosophy to spread. Every life has value. The galaxy was about to learn what one rescued engineer could do.